care of all the servers. They all have the same birthday. Folks, to the stage now. Please welcome Mr. Jason Davis, everybody.
What a beautiful audience we've got here. Shit. What an audience we've got here. My goodness. Now, before we get into it, I'd like to ask you all perhaps a bit of a personal, maybe controversial question. Now, when you all go to the bathroom, or maybe you're eating some spaghetti and you gotta wash those dirty little hands, how many of you, raise your hand, feel free, how many of you wash your hands for a full 20 seconds with soap and hot water? Let's see them. Okay. Alright, I'm seeing a few half hand raises, and that's alright, that's okay. You know what? I respect that. I don't wash my hands either. Honestly, that shit's for squares. Oh man, people who wash their hands, disgusting. And the hands aren't clean enough already. COVID? Who heard of it? So I moved to the area recently, 2 months ago. That's pretty recent, I think. And I'm kind of a socially awkward guy. You may be able to guess that. And I had the opportunity to hang out with some new friends of mine recently, 2 weeks ago. They said, "Hey Jason, why don't you come and go see a show with us at the Gorge?" I said, "The Gorge? Wow, that sounds exciting. How far away is the Gorge?" Because my time's important. And they said 2.5 hours. I said, all right, well, I'll think about it, in the way that you do when you're not going to think about it at all. But, they gave me 5 days to decide. So on the 4th day, I thought, you know what, this would be a good opportunity to get out of my comfort zone. So I went to the Gorge. 5-hour car drive, wow. Brilliant. We were there for the entire Saturday. Now, I'm not going to tell you anything about the Gorge, but I will tell you about the car drive home. That's the exciting part. So, we were there all day, getting back, a little past midnight. Have a lot of conversation going on, makes sense, but I gotta get these social opportunities in, so, I turn to my buddy Jeremy and say, Jeremy, I noticed that these Seattle radio stations don't have a lot of variety. And what I thought he would say was, you know what, Jason? That's so true, honestly. I've never thought about it. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. He didn't say that, though, because why would he? He asked a very reasonable question of, well, Jason, what music do you like? And, I was unsure at the moment. I said, well, I like a lot of stuff. I don't really know. And the conversation ended there. Now, Jeremy, if we're still friends, classic rock for the record. Thank you. So, a few years ago, my brother got diagnosed with ADHD. And, I took an assessment recently because I figured why not. And it's looking probable. I haven't gotten the results back, but it's looking like I also have the ADHD. I think that makes sense. Queen Elizabeth died recently. That's in the news. This next story takes place in 2011. When I was about 11 years old. I'm 22. And my parents were divorced. So sad. But one of my favorite things to do was my dad and I would go see these movies, if there was anything good. And in May of 2011, there was just one movie I wanted to see, and that movie, Tyler Perry's Medea's Big Happy Family. Now, why? Why, Jason? Well, I had a big family growing up, 5 siblings. The happy family part, that was a little more confusing, but do a little research, I don't know. And I thought it would be a funny movie. Now, if you are not familiar with Medea's Big Happy Family, please allow me to read you the first sentence of the Wikipedia plot summary. Medea's niece Shirley goes to visit Dr. Evans with Aunt Bam about her cancer and finds out it has gotten worse and that she may only have a few weeks to live. Now, I don't think that's very funny. I think that's a bad way to start out a movie. And Tyler Perry's cross-dressing did very little to alleviate the tension. Spoiler alert, Shirley dies. So, yeah. Thank you. I've been Jason Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, give him over Jason Davis. Please welcome to the stage now, Mr. Blake Smith, everybody.
It's always good to know that when your mic stand